we hear the Dodgers may be trying to get Juan Soto. How would it look if the Dodgers had Juan Soto, Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, and Freddie Freeman next season? How would that look, okay? They have Magic Johnson, all these deep pocket owners, all right, out there. Stan Kroenke, saw him. All right, he's one of the lead owners with the Dodgers, okay? Deep pockets out there. We can't have that happen. But I'll tell you what, as someone who, you know what it is, you see me, I did not want to see Juan Soto leave the Yankees and go play for the Mets, okay? I'd rather Juan Soto, if he left, go anywhere. I'd rather him go to the Dodgers than go play with the Mets. Had to watch him with the Mets, all right? So, but, okay, so the Mets owner, Steve Cohen, I said earlier when I came on, he is the richest owner in Major League Baseball. The Mets, for years, were a frugal franchise. Ownership did not spend big money on anybody. They were like the Nationals, all right, having all these players leave, okay? Like, briefly, I mentioned the Nationals, how Bryce Harper left them. Then they won the World Series in 2019, and right after that, they started losing. They had two big free agents after that World Series win. Both of them turned out to be terrible after that. And one of them they kept and gave a big contract to, Steven Strasburg. And Strasburg was horrible. The other guy, Anthony Rondon, a third baseman, signed a big contract with the Anaheim Angels. He's been horrible too. But they also ended up having to trade Max Scherzer, a future Hall of Fame pitcher. They, all right, ended up trading Trey Turner, okay, an outstanding shortstop, all right, who now, they traded him to the Dodgers, but now he's with the Phillies. Traded him. And, of course, all right, Juan Soto they traded. So the Mets were a team like that who could not keep their best players because they did not want to pay them the money, all right? Frugal ownership. But they got new ownership with Steve Cohen. And Steve Cohen is worth more money than any owner in the major leagues, which many people believe is going to lead him to offering Juan Soto a ridiculous contract that no other ownership group in the major leagues is going to be able to compete with. Now, we never heard that when it comes to the Yankees, all right, that they can't compete with a team for a player. And the Yankees have always been a team where if they really want that player, they go out there and get him. And they give him everything that player wants. And the only way the player is not going to sign with the Yankees is if that player does not want to play with the Yankees. It's not going to be because the Yankees could not give them a better offer. All right, that's always been the case. The last time where I really, all right, one moment that sticks out to me before the Yankees became the Yankees that we know them now, when they had their bad years. When I was a kid, 92 offseason, the Yankees tried to sign Barry Bonds. The Yankees, all right, 92. The Yankees that season, they came off a losing season. That was still the last time the Yankees lost more games than they won in the season was the 92 season. After that season, the Giants tried to sign Gray Maddox and Barry Bonds. The Giants offered both of those guys more money, and both of them said, nah, they passed, okay? But that was 32 years ago. Yankees have been a machine since then. So you don't have very many guys who are passing the Yankees up when the Yankees offer them more money. So the Mets owner we hear is going to try and do that. Now, if you're Juan Soto, do you really want to have played your whole year with the Yankees, played against the Mets, the 4 games you played against the Mets early in the year, had the Yankee fans love you the way they love you, have established the relationships you had with the players already on the team, the staff around the team in the stadium, all that. Playing for the Yankees now, the Yankees, not the Mets, who are good every once in a blue moon, even though the Mets just came off of a strong season, and you expect them to be good going forward. But at the Mets, you never know. The Yankees have a record of consistency, all right, of greatness, and if not greatness, they're in the mix every year, okay? Do you really want to leave that, all that I just mentioned, to play for the Mets? And now you're going to have one fan base who can't stand you, the Yankee fan base. Oh, you're going to spurn the Yankees? Well, the Yankee fans now are going to all now turn on you. Do you really want that? Well, I don't think he does. So now, the only way I can see him going to the Mets is if the Mets give him a much better, lucrative offer than the Yankees, okay? It's going to be very interesting. I mean, but like I said, the last thing I want to see is Juan Soto playing for the Mets, okay? The last thing. You go play for the Dodgers first, okay? Go back to Washington. I heard the Washington Nationals are interested in him, okay? Philadelphia Phillies, I can't see the Phillies giving him that kind of contract with all the contracts they already have. But anywhere between, okay? If you want to leave the Yanks. But for the Yanks, how can you let a player this talented leave? I mean, it's not too often you're going to come across a player this good that you had the chance of acquiring, okay? So do you really want to let him leave? I know you don't, but how stupid is the money going to get? That's the question, because I say, if someone offers him $700 million for 10 years, I'm sorry, but myself, as an owner, it'll be hard for me to give somebody that kind of money. I mean, unless you are coming up to the plate every game, smacking home runs, every game, every at-bat, okay? We're winning the World Series every year with you, guaranteed. You are never going to get hurt and break down on me where now I'm stuck paying you. You're not playing. I'm got to still pay you all this money, all right? You're not going to go into a slump, all right, and not be producing. Unless I can have all that guaranteed, how can I give one man $700 million, $70 million a year when I got to fill the whole team, and that's $30 million a year more than the best player on the team, Aaron Judge? Even though in the playoffs, that wasn't the case, all right? But Aaron Judge is still, without Aaron Judge, Yankees are nowhere close to the playoffs, okay? All right? And losing Soto would be a big hit, okay? But are you going to give him $70 million a year? You paying Aaron Judge $40 million? I mean, how is that going to work? I mean, it's not my money, all right? I love to see it. I love to see Juan Soto, of course, back. But I mean, how is that going to work? Even if the terms are $600 million for 10 years, that's $60 million a year. That's still $20 million a year more than what you're paying Aaron Judge. I mean, are the Yankees going to go to Aaron Judge and break him off some more money? Like, hey, you know, all right, even though we're paying you $40 million a year, it still looks. I know. I'm sure you probably feel disrespected that we're paying this guy, who's not better than you, $20 to $30 million more per season than you. So that's a lot of stuff to figure out here, folks, okay? All right? The Mets could give this guy all the money in the world and not have bruised egos like that, okay? Because Juan Soto will go to the Mets and immediately be the best player on the team. As great as Juan Soto is, I mean, maybe I should show the incumbent best player on the Mets right now, Francisco Lindor, shortstop. Maybe I should show him some more respect. But definitely, all right, we think that Juan Soto is better than Francisco. Two different positions, but who would a team rather have, Francisco or Soto? As special as Francisco was this year, was special. Would have been the MVP of the National League had Shohei Ohtani not existed. But Soto's the guy. But if he goes into the, play with the Mets, making double the amount of Francisco Lindor, it's not going to be as bad of a look as if he's getting paid $20, $30 million more than Aaron Judge, okay? What do y'all think? So we're going to monitor this situation and see where Juan Soto ends up, but you definitely want to see him back in the Bronx some way, somehow, We got to make this work out, okay? All right? Yankees might have to do what they have to do and just give him what he wants. But I don't know. It's going to be fascinating, okay? Fascinating.